So let's understand the problem number 1039 from Leetcode, minimum score triangulation of polygon. So there is given like a convex n-sided polygon where each vertex has an integer value. You are given an integer array values where value I is the value of the ith vertex in clockwise order. Okay, so you have to focus on the clockwise order. Okay, like if there, like we can start with like from three sides polygon, a triangle itself. So what is like if vertex A, B, C, like we have to go clockwise. Okay, if we move further from like a rectangle, then A and B and C and D. So you have to remember that you have to go clockwise. So now what we have to do, like it is saying that polygon triangulation. Like the word polygon triangulation means the simple, like you have to divide the polygon into triangles. Like you have to insert the lines in the polygon such that it can divided into triangles. Okay, so how many ways we can insert a line? Like in triangle there is no way, like we can't insert the line, so it is a triangle itself. But in rectangle we can insert a line in two ways. Like if we insert line from A to C, then you can see the upper triangle and the lower triangle, and we can insert a line from B to D, the left upper and the bottom one. Okay, like this one and like this one. Okay, so the question is asking us to triangulation, and in a let me clear one more time. Like there are two possible ways. One is this, okay, and the another one is like this. Okay, so there is two possible ways, like A, B, C, D, and for this one A, B, C and D. Okay, so for each you have to do what, like calculate the weights. Like what is weight? Like you can see the vertex na, then the total weight of a triangle will be the product of the weights. Okay, like for this triangle, like this one, what will be the weight? Like the product of the sides. Like what are the sides? So like A, B and C. Okay, and the lower triangle plus, sorry for if you can't see, I can write the lower triangle up side. Okay, A into C into D. Okay, so the triangle is divided mainly in two parts. Okay, so this is the one possible way of inserting line. What about this one? Like if we consider this triangle, then what will be the product? A, B, D, and the lower one B, D, C. It is basically a product na. Okay, so now what we have to do, like for this we got A, B, C, and for this we got A, D, C. Okay, so now we have to do what? Like we have to find the minimum of these two possible combination of inserting line. Okay, so what we will do, we will write minimum of like ABD plus BDC comma ADC and ABC. Okay, this will be our answer. Okay, so I hope you got the problem, like what I want to say. So how we will approach the problem, like I can also show you by a pentagon also. Okay, let me go Okay, so for the pentagon, like the shape will be like just like this. Okay, so how many ways we can insert a line? Okay, so like we can, if we fix this side, then we can this. Okay, so you can see like as we choose this side, the polygon divided into several parts. Here all parts are triangle, that's a special case for the pentagon. And if we move on like further, like for a hexagon, suppose we select this side and start from here. So what we will do, like here and here. Now here you can see that the one part is triangle and the other part is also triangle, but the another part is a trapezoid. Okay, yeah, a trapezoid. Okay, so now the your problem is that you have got like a triangle, another triangle and a trapezoid. Okay, this one. Okay, so now how will you solve it? Like you can think of like the problem is screaming about something, like you have got triangle, now you have three problems, one you solved, another one how will it solved. So it is calling recursion. Okay, so like one problem I will solve and the another will recursion will handle. Okay, so what we will do, like I'm going to show you the recurrence relation. So how the recurrence relation going to be, like suppose like if we work on a hexagon, because that's a valid. Okay, so like you can notice a thing like A B C D E F. In start I told you that you have to focus on the clockwise direction, like why it is given. There will be always a fixed scenario, like the starting side will always adjacent to the last vertex. Okay, like A and F always be the adjacent. Okay, so what we can do, like we can start from taking the base from here. Okay, so now what we'll do, I have two vertex A and F. Okay, now I have to find for third vertex. So what can be the third vertex? So third vertex can any be from the B C D E. Okay, so I can choose from any one of them, like I can choose B, C or D or E. Okay, so let's say that I have choose K, C. Okay, I told that vertex K. Okay, so like I have to make a triangle. Now you can see the problem is now divided into the this one, like I have solved this, like I made the triangle, and now problem is divided into the two more sub problems, like the trapezoid problem, this one, and the upper triangle part. Okay, so in each problem you have to solve one problem by own, and another problem the recursion will handle. You just have to give the recursion the range of the, suppose now it is a new problem, think like it is like if you have a like a 1 2 3 4, like okay, then you can think of like you have given a polygon of four side, and then how will you solve it. Okay, think it like a new problem. So I hope you get it, like what I am trying to say, like one problem you have to solve, and another one you have to pass to the recursion will itself handle it. Okay, so let's come to the recurrence relation. So how we will find the recurrence relation. Okay, so what we are doing like finding a triangle by myself, and the other two problems we are passing to the recursion. Okay, so let's say for this vertex say I, and this vertex J. Okay, and I also call that this vertex k. Okay, so we need three vertices for triangle. Okay, so what will be the, I told you na, weight how will like values of I into val of j into val of k. Okay, I got this by myself. Okay, I got this by myself. Okay, so now what we will do, like talking about the recurrence relation again. So like I can write like the product. Okay, so the product will be val of I plus val of j plus val of k plus. Now talking about the subproblem first, like the, here you can see the triangle one. What will that, if we want to give it like a new problem, then what will be the range of this subproblems? Like I can say it will range from the solve I to k. Okay, and for the next subproblem, like here you can say, like what will be the range of this subproblem, like this is j and this is k, and okay, then the what will be the length of this subproblem, like I want to say the interval. Okay, so like from the k to j. Okay, so these two subproblems will handle by the recursion itself. Okay, and the this subproblem I handle by myself. Okay, so you can think of like that. Okay, so now coming to the next problem, like what will be the base case. Okay, suppose you have given like a and b. Okay, so what will be the weight? I want to say that like you can form triangle or not, like what will be the weight? We can't form a triangle with the two vertices, so the answer will be 0. So every time your sides you will get like your vertices, like I'm telling you na, like starting and ending vertices will become closer, like only two vertices will be there, then we can't form a triangle with the two vertices. So the, I can say like when I is equal to j plus 1, upcoming one. Okay, then return 0. Okay, okay, so that's all. And you have to write a recurrence relation. Like I can show you my code. I can explain you here now. Like here you can see like I have written a DP solution. Like I can go back from the recursion solution. Okay, I think that's it. uh, Another one is DP. Okay, okay, so this is the recursion solution. Of course it will get give TLE. So first we have to see like how recursion works. Okay, so for this, like we have, you can see we have wrote a solve function, and we are taking I and j. What are I and j? I and j are adjacent vertices. What about I talked like the first from the array and the j is the last from the array, because they are clockwise, so they will always adjacent. But in adjacent condition, what will, like I will not equal to j plus 1. If I is equal to I like if I is equal to j plus 1, then what will happen? So sorry for there was a mistake, like I misread. Like the condition I showed you here, like for I is equal to j plus, this will be the, like for I plus 1, like the, if we move further, like suppose it is array. Okay, like 2 3 4, Okay, so if this is your I and this is your J, then you can't form a triangle with this. Okay, yeah, log 4 will be not there, then you cannot form the triangle with this because there is no intermediate values in this. Okay, I told you like that you have to take a polygon like that and you have to decide A and B, and you can decide whichever side you vertices you want as a your intermediate side. But in this scenario you can't take because there is no intermediate value. Okay, so moving on to the solution, like what have you we have here. So like your first line, or like you, then there is a base case I plus 1 is equal to 0, return 0. Like I have taken the mini 1 in n. Okay, so like I have told you that you can take any value from the in between I and j. So I started from I plus 1 to j, and this is the intermediate value. Okay, which were k. Like you can see the k is my idx. Okay, so what way I have made a answer variable and calculated the values, like values I into values j into values idx. So what will the triangle weight I calculated by myself, and now I divided the rest of the two sub problems. Okay, idx values and idx values. What will do? Of minimum of mini comma answer. I will store the answer value and compare with the minimum. If it is smaller, then I will store it in minimum and I will return the minimum. It will run because for smaller test cases, so I have to optimize this solution. So you can see like the same solution. I simple do a memoization technique, like make a 2D DP, and rest of the code is same, and you can see it work. Okay,